Oh, what's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day coming at you with a story. So I'm bringing you the Cold Steel Black Bear Machete Bowie, right? And I wasn't planning on bringing you this today. This was going to be saved for a different day, but it's so fitting. So last night, setting up, we're watching a little Star Wars, right? And I'll tell you, I was watching kids' reactions to Luke, I am your father moments, right? So all these different little kids reacting to that, and it was just cracking me up. It was classic. It was sweet at the same time. It was awesome. So I'm watching all these little videos all morning, and it really made me start thinking, I need to watch Star Wars. So I'm watching Star Wars, and all of a sudden we hear like what sounds like somebody taking out the trash, right? And I'm like, that's pretty odd because we have lazy kids. There's no way they're taking out the trash. And it was pretty late at night. So jump up, run out, and it's a family of bears. But at first, I see, and they're black bears. I see all these little tiny black balls, and I'm like, those are some dark-ass raccoons. No, they weren't raccoons. Those were bear cubs. And there was about 5 bear cubs. And then the mother bear, I didn't see her because she was all the way in the garbage that she knocked over. So they bolt in. I've seen bears around here a lot, and I've chased them down trying to find them and get them on video. Because you can never get them on video when you want to. I got dog hair all over me. Again, I was messing with the dogs, and I am covered in dog hair. My poor beavers and butthead. So anyway, I go out and I see him, and my girl's never seen a bear outside of a zoo. Like, she never gets to see him. So I call her, hey, it's a bear. So she comes out and she gets to see the bear for a few seconds, and all she got to see as far as the cubs were their little tiny butts running into the woods right behind the Volkswagen, and you're going to see it later. And So we got a good view of this mama bear, and so I was like, well, let's go find her. So that's what you want to do, is you want to chase a mama bear when she's with her cubs. So I start chasing the mama bear, but they get away. They're quick in the woods, man. So we come back in, pick up the trash barrel, and we are chilling out inside watching Star Wars, and boom, we hear the barrel again. So we're like, ooh, they're back. So we go out. So the end of this video is going to be a video of the bear just eating our garbage and chilling out. I mean, 20 feet away from me, literally 20 feet away from me. And behind the Volkswagen, there's a tree, and we didn't know this at first, but all the cubs were in that tree. At one point, after I was done filming, of course, I hit my flashlight because we're hearing some weird things. So I put my flashlight in the tree, and all you see is little sets of eyes everywhere. So pretty cool if you appreciate bears and you like bears, or you just like wild animals. Stay tuned to the end and check out the bear rooting through my garbage. And honestly, not even caring that we were there. I mean, at first, kind of gave me the look, and then nope. And then at one point afterward, I had her go get some fruit that was in the house, in the fridge, and I literally brought fruit out while the bear was eating and placed it on the driveway and slid it over, and I was so close. I could have spit on this bear. That's how close. And this bear did not like me being that close, but really liked our garbage. All right, so let's get into this black bear Bowie Machete Bowie, however you're going to call it. We are looking at, first off, let's go over the sheath. It's not their Secure-X sheath. This is one of their Chinese-made nylon sheaths. Does the job. It's a machete sheath, and all their machete sheaths are built the same way. You got the plastic tip with the polyester or nylon. I don't know if it says feature here that keeps it all in. It's all riveted. And it's a belt carryable sheath. It's actually good for a machete sheath. Getting into the actual blade, we are looking at a weight of 18.1 ounces. We are looking at a thickness of 2.8 millimeters. Boop. We are looking at a blade length of 12 inches. We are looking at a handle made of polypropylene of 5 3/4 inches. perfect. And the overall length is 17 3/4 inches. Core X sheath, that's what it's called. And let's see, it is 1055 high carbon with black baked on anti-rust matte finish like they do on all of their machetes. So this happens to be a very, very nice W49 Wild West Bowie, Old West Bowie, classic shape design. The only difference, the only thing that separates it from those classic designs is thickness. That's it. This is your classic Bowie, right? This is it. This is the knife. But thickness is all that changes it from a very expensive knife to a very affordable machete. And that is a good thing. So we're not going to sit around here and just talk about it because, I mean, you can see what it is. It's machete steel shaped in the most perfect Bowie shape ever done. It's got a nice little handguard on there. The polypropylene is exactly what it is. Polypropylene, it has a good grip. It feels nice in the hand. This guy is going to be great for not stumping your hand on stuff when you're cutting, or for those self-defense purposes when your machete is the one you're using. You have a handguard. Block yourself from getting struck by a stick or an opponent's blade, but really, no. Your hand sticks out past that, so the blade or the stick just has to skirt past it. Plus, generally, a knife fight isn't two people with giant Bowies meeting up in the middle of the street, so let's get over that. All right, let's go outside. All right, so here we are at the stump. Let's start with some 4-foot drops and check the balance. Perfect. I mean, when you're talking about a big knife or a big machete, it's most likely going to do that every single time. It does have a lanyard hole too, so when you're out there whacking away brush, you're good. Let's do a couple hard downward throws. Whoa, I just barely caught that one. Wow, it's freaking in there though, I'll tell you that. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh. That thing leaves the hand with such freaking force. Holy Moses. Ooh, we had a full 2 inches. We had a full 2 inches buried in there. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can do an old nylon rope cut. Now remember, this is a machete. This isn't your perfectly sharpened, honed and toned Bowie knife. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's a, you know, it's made for brush and stuff. But this is the most badass, dangerous brush Bowie you'll ever see. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, it already went through. I thought I was still cutting through. Ooh-wee. So it's sharp enough for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's sharp enough for that. Let's see, let's see. So you're out in the woods, or you just like it because it's cheap, and you have to make a fire. Are you going to be able to, you know, get yourself kindling? Honestly, you could do that with a sharpened spoon, so you could definitely do that with a big Bowie machete. Now this is really crumbly wood, so it's kind of hard to keep it on there, but you can see I'm getting a ton of curls here, and a lot of them are just falling right at the base. So I mean, for my fire, that's exactly what I want. I want them all right there. But you can see you're going to get yourself some nice curls, feather sticking, and you're going to do all right there. You're going to do all right. Look at that. Look at that. It works. It works. It works like a knife. Better than just a machete. It works like a knife. Let's take some of those down here. Let's take some of those down here. I have to say that the feel, even though it's thin, it feels like a Bowie in the hand. And that's something for you people who wanted a Bowie knife, but maybe we're on a budget and you're thinking, man, I really wanted a Bowie. And this looks like a Bowie. Well, I'll tell you, it feels like a Bowie. It chops like a Bowie. Must be a Bowie. Let's see. Wow. Wow. And we can, I'll tell you can make pit spikes and tent spikes and spears and arrows and all that crap. You can whittle away with it. You can whittle just like you can with anything else. Ooh, man, that's pretty nice. I didn't expect it to be that good. Let's see here. Bam. Got some nice thick pieces here. Bam. And it's stuck in. That one went right by my face. All right, so let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh. Cooking with Chef D-Bad. Look at that. So, I mean, as far as the small stuff, getting the small work done that you'd expect to do with your regular knife, it does it. It does it. So, I'd have a hard time trying to figure out where this thing isn't a Bowie. You know what I mean? Where does it stop at Machete besides thickness? Where does it stop at being a Machete, or stop at being a Bowie and just being a Machete? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Well, it doesn't chop like a Machete. It chops like a knife. It chops like a knife. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is a chopper. All right, so we know that it's going to chop a log. We know that it's going to cut your rope. We know that it's going to slice and dice. Let's do some trimming. You can see I got my low hangers are starting to hang low again. These shouldn't be below my waist. So we're just gonna come in here. Let's see, this is the one that's hanging right here. I got all these other ones in the way. I think I got you guys in there. I just threw it. I looked at the camera as I did it, completely let go. That wasn't any fault of the knife, that was the fault of the moron. I happen to be that moron. You're welcome, and now you know. All right, here we go. Man, I'm trying to get around these branches. It's kind of tough. All right, here we go. Let's get that one out of the way, because that one was killing me over here. All right, let's get this one. Let's get this one out of the way right here. There we go. So, acting like a machete, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Machetes are made to clear brush, right? Machetes are made to do this. And you can see how juicy and sappy that is. I mean, this is no joke, man. The sap is made to slow the blade down, you know? But this blade doesn't care. And I had this, this thought about it, and I'm saying it's a pretty short blade for a true machete, but it doesn't seem to be hindering it as far as its intended purpose, right, as a machete. It seems to be working just fine. And what we need to do is we need to just get some brush. And like if you were walking through the woods and you found something you need to clear a path through, that's what a machete is, right? You go into the jungle and you say, I need to go from point A to point B, and I am just stuck in overgrowth. Well, that's where you break out your machete and you clear yourself a path to the overgrowth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you over here where I happen to have some overgrowth, and we're going to see if I'd be able to make my path with this at at this size, right? So does it work as a machete? There's a path. Ooh, there's a path, right? That's a reverse mohawk right there. It does it. So, I mean, here I am. I'm holding a machete that cuts like a knife. Cuts like a knife. It feels so right. It cuts like a knife. It holds like a knife, right? It feels like a knife. It moves like a knife. It chops like a knife. It peels like a knife. It whittles like a knife. And it clears like a machete. You're looking at spending very little money for what could be an all-around defending, yard working, campsite, bear fighting knife. An actual knife. I wonder. I guess we were at the wrong footing, but it actually flew out of my hand really, really nice. I was kind of surprised at how good it felt. Oh, it's so close. So close. Let's do that one more time. When I throw the bigger ones, it seems easier. I mean, the thicker ones, the real ones. Oh, that's there, baby. That's there, baby. It's just got to get it to stick. Wow. And it's stuck like a mother. So, and it throws like a knife. So here we are. We're talking about what, $35 from Cold Steel, which means 29 bucks outside of Cold Steel for a machete that is going to get A job done, B job done, the job done, right? It's going to be able to get anything you need to have accomplished with a Bowie. You're going to be able to use this machete. So I got a bear sitting in our garbage, just eating. She's letting us watch her. She backed up a little bit, checked us out to make sure we weren't trying to hurt her, cause her any harm. And then she decided to, once she felt we were safe, she just came on back. I don't know if I'm talking so quiet you guys can't hear me, but maybe she'll pick her head up, give us a look, and you can see her eyes shine. There's about 4 or 5 cubs that were with her, unless this is the papa, and the mother went back with the cubs. Right now she's going through an egg carton. We were cooking vegetables on the grill earlier, so that's what that smell attracted her. Oh, and there's one of the kids making noise. Look at her, man. Or him. I think it's the mother, though. So big. It's hard to see how big it is from on here. But so very, very cool. I wonder if we can get some. We got some fruit. We could have put a whole fruit tray out for it. You can see its tongue just going back and forth like crazy. It's literally probably 20 feet from me. Just chilling out, eating, taking out as much trash as it can handle. This bear is just loving life at this point. Just loving life.
when I came out the first time, we heard the trash barrels getting rooted through, and we were trying to figure out what it was, and I came out and I saw a couple dark spots, and I just assumed right away raccoons. This one right here was inside the trash barrel completely, and it was just the babies that were hanging around. Look at that face. What a great looking bear. And it is loving dinner time right now. Kind of feel bad for the babies because this isn't like a bird where it's storing it in its mouth to feed them. Mama bear, oh, she eating mashed potatoes. That's what that is. She's just chilling out eating mashed potatoes. Well, you don't get this every day. Unless you live out here. And you still don't get it every day. That is a good looking animal. She knows we're here. You know, but as long as we don't bother it, it figures it doesn't have any need to bother us, no matter how close we are. And I am literally, look, this is my feet right here, right? I'm on my patio. This is the end of my patio, which is literally, you know, right there. And this thing is right there in my driveway, right outside my patio. Yeah, the babies are missing out, man. Looking right up at us. You know why? Because he's about to go inside that garbage, and he was like, before I go in here, let me make sure. Oh, we are gonna have some cleaning up to do. We are gonna have some cleaning up to do. And you know, normally it might make us think about it, but when there's a bear letting you film it, just chilling out, you kind of stop caring. This is the girl's first time seeing a live bear outside, you know. It's pretty wild. Well, it is wild. It's a wild bear. This bear is just loving it. This is like Burger King for the bear, just having its way. Just tearing through everything. Move a little bit closer. Bear doesn't care. As long as we're right here and it's right there, and the bear can hear me talking, it knows, you know, it knows I'm here. It literally backed off and waited in the edge of the trees there. It backed off and just waited for us to find out if we were a danger. And as soon as it realized we were okay, it came back. Because the first time it ran off, and we actually followed it. We were tracking that bear down with all the cubs, but it just went too deep. We walked around. Went up to the wood line, into the neighboring area, trying to track it. And came back. I reset the trash barrel so we could hear it, and sure enough, we hear the trash barrel bang around, interrupting watching Star Wars again. And there it is. All right, we're gonna chill out with the bear. We're gonna chill out with the bear, and that's it, y'all. That's cool. I am down to be all day. Till next video.